Well, Fat Joe and 50 Cent are friends again, but he talked a little reckless and a little cocky on that new Hot 97 interview, talking about he could bring 50 Cent back. Does he need to be brought back? This is Jordan Tower with JT News. MREC with MREC TV. Hit that bell. Hit that subscribe button on both of our channels. Street Unity Entertainment is the label coming straight out of Memphis. They got the album out right now, Street to Street Volume 1 out. Right now, my mixtapes. Go check them out. Their email's below. Their YouTube's below. This is Pricey featuring Young Don the Plug right now. MREC was good, man.
Salute JT. I'm so good. How you, fam?
I'm great, man. So we're going to link this interview below so you guys can check it out as well. But we're going to get right into it. Fat Joe has a reputation for being a great A&R. He doesn't always put the numbers on the board, but he always delivers great music with great beats. He's great at picking beats.
Facts.
Great at coaching other artists. He brought Remy Ma back from nothing. Okay, she owes her career to him because when she came out of jail, she linked back up with Fat Joe and he gave her a few smashes that came out.
Smokers.
So now, and she's in dire need of him again because she's put out 2 singles and they've hit double brick. She needs him again. But anyways, we're getting right into Fat Joe talking about I'll make 50 Cent the hottest rapper in the game. Let's Peter Rosenberg talked about a private conversation they had, so Fat Joe had to answer it, and he basically said, well, you know, if I were to A&R 50's project, he'd be the hottest rapper in the game again. I'd have him spitting like this and that. What do you think, Rec?
I mean, Fat Joe reputation, like you said, in the past, he has an incredible ear for music, and he put up on the billboard some smashes. Like, let's not get it twisted. Fat Joe got, countless hits. Countless hits.
And they it's a vibe. They feel real good. Like All the Way Up. Then he had the song with Dre recently. What was that shit called? I'm so excited.
That's my shit. So excited. That's my shit right there. I think that's one of the hottest records out right now.
Yeah.
I that's my shit right there, Joe. I just think Joe, the lane he's trying to put 50 Cent in is kind of like going backwards in a sense. You know what I'm saying? Now, if they just get in the studio and work with, maybe the Just Blazers, the Premiers, producers of that nature, I think him and 50 Cent could come out with a real dope project. But let's not try to capture what's hot now. You know what I mean? That's working for other artists. You know what I'm saying? 50 Cent is a different type of artist. You understand what I'm saying?
And I like that 50 Cent doesn't do that. He doesn't really do that, does he? He doesn't really team up with Young Thug or something. He kind of stays in his own lane as much as possible, right?
Yeah, he may team up with a Jeremiah. You know what I'm saying? But
Jeremiah's kind of came in, overlap that. It's like he's not getting up with the Tekashi 6ix9ine or Trippie Redd right now. Like Drake is trying to get with those guys, and that's going to be cringeworthy, I think, when he does that.
Yeah, but Drake is a different kind of artist, so
Right.
50, I think 50 may take this the wrong way. Let's just keep it real, because 50 got an ego.
Yeah.
And hopefully they don't get back into that old space where it was 50 Cent versus Fat Joe and the beef was on site.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying? Because, like you said, it sounds kind of cocky the way Fat Joe was coming off in this interview.
Yeah, because 50 Cent's going to look at it like this. Wait a minute. I just put out these Chris Brown records and these Kendrick Lamar records before. And, we were going, 150 million on the YouTube views. That's not too far off from All the Way Up. I'm not that far off from the mark. So he might take offense to it because 50 Cent, even though he's a tough guy, he does have a fragile ego.
Yeah. He
fires back. That's how he does.
I would say this, though. Fat Joe and 50 Cent, if they 50 Cent put his ego to the side, they could come out with a dope project. But and also I would say this: let's not try to emulate other shit that may be working on the internet, like on a World Star or something. That's not where 50 Cent needs to be. 50 Cent needs to have that music that really bring him back into his true nature of who he is.
And I think that's Fat Joe's specialty. He knows what 50 Cent's strengths are, and he'll bring him out more. He'll get him more focused in the studio because 50 Cent is doing so many things right now that Fat Joe could probably focus him in the studio to make that hit record. Because 50 Cent was focused back in the day. Then he got a lot of ventures going on, and you can only spend half the time in the studio. Now probably a quarter of the time that you really want to get focused. Think about it, even what we do. When you get focused, you be coming up with the good topics. But if we're doing this and that, you can't get focused. It's hard.
Not at all. It's hard to multitask, especially, like 50. He's in media. He's doing music. He's doing movies. He got the TV show, and all these things is time consuming. And then music alone is time consuming. You dig what I'm saying? You can't just say, let me go in the studio for an hour or two and think you're going to come out with that banger. It don't work like that.
Right.
So I agree with you. So on that note.
No, we're going to get right into this too.
Okay.
Let's pick it up with Fat Joe. That's a Tupac beat. Ambitions of a Rider. That Daz Dillinger put it. Now, Daz Dillinger addressed this. He said, I got a 50-50 on that. So he's kind of alluding to the fact that he's going to get paid off of that. Because I was wondering about that. I know Rec was too.
Definitely.
Is Daz going to get paid? Because they didn't do nothing to the beat.
One thing with Daz, he always puts out there his publishing information to let you know I'm getting my checks and I'm going to eat off Tupac for the rest of my life. If just in case you thought I was slipping, my shit is official.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? I got my writer's credit and my producer credit. So, Daz is on top of his game as far as his paperwork. So salute to Daz.
Salute.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, on that note,
he got that catalog.
Oh, absolutely.
All right.
On that note, Rec, appreciate you, man. And guys, we appreciate you guys for tuning in.
I appreciate you, JT.
Absolutely, man.
We do.
Hit that bell, hit that subscribe button on both of our channels, and make sure you subscribe. Peace, guys. We appreciate you.
Peace.
Street Unity Entertainment is the label coming straight out of Memphis. They got the album out right now, Street to Street Volume 1 out. Right now, my mixtapes. Go check them out. Their email's below. Their YouTube's below. This is Pricey featuring Young Don the Plug right now. Street Unity Entertainment is the label coming straight out of Memphis. They got the album out right now, Street to Street Volume 1 out. Right now, my mixtapes. Go check them out. Their email's below. Their YouTube's below. This is Pricey featuring Young Don the Plug right now. Street Unity Entertainment is the label coming straight out of Memphis. They got the album out right now, Street to Street Volume 1 out. Right now, my mixtapes. Go check them out. Their email's below. Their YouTube's below. This is Pricey featuring Young Don the Plug right now. Street Unity Entertainment is the label coming straight out of Memphis. They got the album out right now, Street to Street Volume 1 out. Right now, my mixtapes. Go check them out. Their email's below. Their YouTube's below. This is Pricey featuring Young Don the Plug right now. Street Unity Entertainment is the label coming straight out of Memphis. They got the album out right now, Street to Street Volume 1 out. Right now, my mixtapes. Go check them out. Their email's below. Their YouTube's below. This is Pricey featuring Young Don the Plug right now. Street Unity Entertainment is the label coming straight out of Memphis. They got the album out right now, Street to Street Volume 1 out. Right now, my mixtapes. Go check them out. Their email's below. Their YouTube's below. This is Pricey featuring Young Don the Plug right now. Street Unity Entertainment is the label coming straight out of Memphis. They got the album out right now, Street to Street Volume 1 out. Right now, my mixtapes. Go check them out. Their email's below. Their YouTube's below. This is Pricey featuring Young Don the Plug right now. Street Unity Entertainment is the label coming straight out of Memphis. They got the album out right now, Street to Street Volume 1 out. Right now, my mixtapes. Go check them out. Their email's below. Their YouTube's below. This is Pricey featuring Young Don the Plug right now. Street Unity Entertainment is the label coming straight out of Memphis. They got the album out right now, Street to Street Volume 1 out. Right now, my mixtapes. Go check them out. Their email's below, their YouTube's below. This is Pricey featuring Young Don the Plug right now.